Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. How you doing, Mike? Happy Friday.
I'm doing great. It's a Friday. I didn't sleep much, but you know what? It's Friday, so I'm a happy boy, and it's going to rain all weekend.
No, it's not. Is it raining all weekend?
It says.
I'm done. I'm done with this rain. Where's our sun again? I'm just kidding.
Mine is in Denver.
My problem, well,
where's yours?
Up in Washington State. Somehow I'm getting red all over my truck and my driveway from the rain or from other things. I think it's this berry bush that's next to it. The neighbor has like birds are like,
yeah.
I mean, it's all over. The other day it was like everywhere.
Yeah, I'm getting those Modesto ashes. No, they're not. They're Chinese pistache, I guess, but they don't have the little berries in my neighborhood. But gee, many Christmas, the birds love them, and they all have diarrhea.
Well, the problem is also those mistletoe berries that they chew on and then spit them out. That gets all over your vehicle and then your trees and then create more mistletoe. Anyway, enough bitching.
Wonderful stuff.
Why don't you talk about your numbers and I'll get into what I have.
Look at that low number on closed sales per day, 485. That's the week ending November 8th.
Well, that's just we're coming into
seasonal. Yeah. Pending sales at 512. Listings went up a little bit from last week, 568. The people who shake their hands, a quarter of them, think closed the sale, so that's a positive number.
Yes, that's pretty much been there for a while.
Yeah,
right? 1 in 4.
Yep.
Same with listed a property.
Exactly.
1 in 5 entered escrow.
That
it's actually less than that.
That negative number has.
Those are lower.
Gone up higher. Because it wouldn't decrease, it would be less. It would be less.
Well, that's 12% thinks sales will be up.
Yep.
Less of them think sales are going to be up. It's funny; those are some really low numbers.
They really, really are. I think people were probably not around to take the survey.
No, I think they were, and just said, "This is not.
This is horrible."
25 did not turn out the way they said it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's totally worse than 24, and now we have no idea what 26 is bringing.
6. I don't know.
Whoa. How many times did you say that?
3.
Okay, one more.
6.
I have no job list claim numbers this week. All that stuff has been pushed off. We talked about which used to be called CoreLogic quality year-over-year price increase. It's dropped to 1.2% in September.
What's it called now?
Coality.
Coality.
Totality.
Okay.
Yeah. They were like, what's a word Ed's going to have trouble with?
Let's name it that.
Yeah. The weekly market data from Realtor.com shows the median contract price is about $391,000 nationwide. Asking price per square foot has slipped 1% below 2024 levels. Ooh. You were talking, I think you were talking California numbers, but in California, there were about 110,954 homes for sale in October.
Yeah,
that was up 5.4% from a year earlier.
Yeah.
But newly, just like you just saw, newly homes decreased 5.4% year over year, meaning fewer fresh listings are coming on to market, even as overall inventory is up compared to before.
Bueno.
Yeah.
Bueno.
Sell to list price ratio is about 99.6%, slightly under 100%. What does that mean? That means what you have it listed for is it's sold real close to that price.
Right.
Homes sold above list price dropped to 33.8%. That's funny because I saw some numbers were saying about 41% had price cuts, and I mean in general, and now they're saying this is in California though.
Yeah.
Affordability remains a huge issue in California. No shoot.
Hey, this is a podcast. You can say the other word.
Yeah, I know.
I
want to keep consistently on this non-clean.
So what else you got there?
So what's happening is the market is normalizing.
Okay.
This is what we do at this time of the year and other stuff. And it's not collapsing where people are going to start thinking, oh, the market's going to crash. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. It's not going to crash.
I don't think it's going to crash.
No, because they're trying everything and anything to throw at this affordability for people buying homes, not what our California governor calls affordable housing, which is let's put you in rentals.
Well, that's a rental.
Yeah.
It seems that all politicians, when they talk about affordable housing, they're really talking about rentals.
Because they don't care about people buying homes unless it's them.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah. So right now, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, which we always say on here, FHFA, is looking at assumable, which is already there, and portable mortgages plus the 50-year mortgage. Still looking at all that. It's funny, everybody's coming out when they look, the 50-year mortgage is just putting more interest. Yeah, that's all it does is double your interest, and you save on average between $100 to $175 a month. It's not worth it.
I just don't think it's worth it.
No.
But if it's the only way you're going to qualify to get in, do it. Refi later.
Yes, that's the only way I would use it as a qualifying. The person's so close. We want to stay Fannie and Freddie. That's instead of going FHA, because FHA mortgage insurance stays on forever, where with Fannie and Freddie it comes off after a period of time.
In a LTV too, right?
Loan to value. Yeah. So once you hit 80% LTV, it can come off, but it automatically comes off when you hit 78% loan to value.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Unless you refinance or do something else in the meantime.
Yeah. I love the seasonal layoffs. No, I don't. But
can I finish what I was talking about?
Were you done?
No, I wasn't done.
You got more?
Yeah, just the same thing. It's talking about assumable and portable mortgages. Assumable mortgage, we know that they already exist under FHA and VA. But as we saw, everybody was like, we're starting companies to help people get these. And nobody did them, because when you try to assume somebody's loan, who's going to make up the difference? You are. How are you going to do that? Cash? Well, they don't have cash because they're not a cash buyer. So they have to come up with a second mortgage, which is a higher interest rate. And when you average the rate, it's cheaper just to get a new loan.
Purchase straight out.
And that's portable mortgages will face other hurdles, because if it's anything like Canada, same issue. You're moving your loan, but you got to make up the difference. Some people think they're just going to move the interest rate. There's no way they're going to move the interest rate.
No.
And I told somebody else, I said, the bank lobby is going to fight this.
Absolutely.
Because they'll lose money. Chase will call President Trump and say, what are you doing? Whatever his name is.
I don't know.
The head guy.
Yeah.
You're just taking money out of my pocket. Even though we don't do a ton of good, don't have a lot of good mortgage people, but we still do them.
Yeah. A few.
Not like it was back in 2006.
The portability sounds really sexy. Like,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
No, what they need to do is like spend up. Let's start building a bunch of homes again.
Yep.
Speed that process up. Let's get it cheaper. Get rid of the governor of California, who's in the way of everything, and get somebody else in there who can actually help out.
The one really good thing as governor, he is absolutely gone at the end of 26. So.
Yeah, I know, but we don't want another one like him.
No, we don't. And I think that
some people do, but I
think the pickings are slim. Well, Democrats do. They want another one. I think there's too much. Like, what did they say this morning? There's, is it $3 billion missing? That was for some additional little government funded thing that we don't know where it went.
One of his people just got
a former chief of staff
indicted for stealing money.
It
probably went into what's his name's pocket, but hey, just take me to jail for me and I'll pay your family.
Steal this for me.
And you probably know this, in California, like a lot of states, many owners are sitting on less than 5% interest rates from earlier, and so that's why they're not even moving or thinking about moving.
Right.
And that's why this whole fully portable thing sounds like a great thing, but I don't really think it's going to happen. Because there are a lot of people with 2% rates, but they're not going to move. They're not going to, because if they can't get another one exactly the same price point, they're not going to do it. They'll just stay. And that's what we're seeing.
And it's, like you said earlier, especially if they have to move forward. Oh, we found the perfect house. It's $800,000. My mortgage is $300,000. I guess we're going to have to take out a second.
And that's what I was telling.
It just doesn't make sense.
That's what I was telling somebody who was asking me about. It makes no sense. Just like assumability, unless it's, they just got it and you're assuming it and it was a great rate. That's one thing, but not now. It just makes no sense at all. It's going to be a higher payment overall, and that's what you have to look at.
It makes a beautiful buzz.
It sounds so great. Like we're trying to do this for you. We're amazing because we're trying to do this.
Yep. Like you said, get rid of all the barriers to be able to put in a subdivision and start building. If you're going to drill, baby, drill, build.
Well, this is like, here's another problem. New laws. For example, California Senate Bill 79 are geared toward increasing multifamily and transition adjacent housing in California. Oh yeah. Let's do something that they can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all going to be rentals. That's all that's going to be.
But he says what they're saying is, oh, look, we're finally doing something about the homeless.
Even though they say they're doing stuff in California, the number of new housing permits in California actually dropped from 23 to 24, approximately 102,000 units in 2024, which is a fewer than the previous year. They're not building in California. Even though I know people building multifamily, we're not building apartment complexes like we need to. We're not building new home tracks like we need to. We're not building townhouses or condos. And the other problem with condos is nobody's getting them approved FHA anymore or VA anymore.
Right.
So you can't even use the VA on a condo. You can
build
use
them as a PUD.
Yes, exactly. If you can, but that would not be a condo. Those would be all standalone townhouses.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. They're trying to stack them.
It's okay with me.
Why?
Because you got more financing options with a PUD.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a regular house, because every house that's built into an area, if it has a HOA, is considered a PUD because it has that kind of stuff.
Edgebrook, I think the sign even says Edgebrook Condominium Complex.
Yeah, that's the one on Stanford.
No, the one on Edgebrook.
I don't know where that.
Over La Loma area.
Okay.
So here's the coolest thing. You know what they are? They're PUDs.
Oh, that's like Del Rio's. They call
Del
them
Cielo.
Yeah. Condominium. They're not. They're townhouses.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why you can do what's the difference between a condo and a townhouse when you're doing conventional? It's a difference in about a quarter to 3/8 in a rate.
Oh,
that's the difference. What it is. Yeah. That's the big difference, because they're looked at differently. That's why they're trying to change a lot of those loan level pricing adjustments so that we don't have those hits. They were talking about many buyers are delaying key life events like marriage, children moving out on their own due to housing cost pressures. Yeah. I just think guys are like, I can't get married right now because I got to live at home. They're just pushing it off. They're just being uncommittal.
Can we build an ADU in the back?
Yeah. Median age of first-time home buyers in the U.S. is, what do you think?
40.
Correct. You heard that too. Yeah.
I think we talked about it last week. I actually had a memory.
I'm just going to, I was reaching down for some more news for today. Sellers are staying put. We look at overall, especially, here in the Central Valley, you have some choices to buy some stuff here. But it's just going to take time for everything to work out and for everything to happen. Hopefully next week we got some numbers. Tuesday we had National Association of Housing Market Index. Wednesday, mortgage applications, Fed minutes, 20-year auction. Thursday, existing home sales. Hopefully we'll have jobless numbers, whether we have initial claims or continuing claims. But right now, that's all they say they're going to be putting out. So we really don't know at this point.
Okay. Where's the Dow? Did we say?
No, because it's
early.
The bond market's been doing pretty well. It's rates, I think, are worse by a couple basis points. And
S&P recovered nicely. It's up $7.48. There
you go. Yeah. So rates are improved by 2 basis points, and the 10-year sitting at 4.12, which is way higher than we were earlier in the week. The low we had was 4.0652 in the last few days.
Wow.
Yeah, half of where we are now.
Yeah.
All right.
And still, those numbers sound not bad. But
overall, because of the decrease in the premium, these rates are better than we were last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Verizon's still going to lay off 15,000 employees.
And they're not the only one. There'll be more coming and more coming. And you're going to see more and more layoffs with the AI and everything that's going on. And I know it sounds like a bad thing, but there's such opportunity in the AI. I was telling somebody the other day, stop worrying about, like, if you're in this business, I think we talked about it too. If you're waiting for 26 for the extra 22 deals, it's not going to really make a difference in your life. Go get a different job. And there's so many opportunities right now to do stuff with AI, making apps and creating other stuff and everything else.
Like you just said, it would be one thing if that was 22 extra deals for you.
Right. That's total.
That would be fine, but that's total
per month.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Stanislaus County.
Right.
Yeah. So that means 3 people are doing pretty well.
Hey, you know what I received last night and my wife?
No.
A Good Neighbor Award.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, one of the guys that lives in the hood, Manny Gruwall, was walking the neighborhood, and he says, hey, I want to let you know about the Good Neighbor Award. And Scott looks at him and says, I know exactly who I'm going to nominate. Because every 4th of July, we put out about 600 American flags in the neighborhood. And Scott, who recognized that, remembered that, nominated us, and we got an award.
Well, congratulations. What does that do for you?
Not a damn thing, but we got an award. I got a thing on my plaque. I mean, it's really nice to be recognized for doing something cool. And we don't do it to be recognized. We do it because the neighborhood looks so cool with all those flags in.
Yes, I like when they started putting the flags on Virginia Corridor. I wonder who does that. Who does that?
I don't know. It's probably an individual person, just like the guy out on Ladd Road.
Because it's actually on the telephone poles.
Yep.
Yeah. Just down that one street.
Which is a big no-no. So that tells me it's probably an individual homeowner.
Well, it ain't that high up. It's not going to run and hit them. It's,
No, I mean,
every telephone pole has got one.
You're not supposed to put anything on a telephone pole.
I was going to put a cellular increaser thing, or whatever it's called, not a repeater, but whatever it's called, at the one close to our house, up the cabin up there, but didn't have to once AT&T put in a new cell tower at the store. Now we just got amazing AT&T up there. And
that's cool.
And I went to AT&T because of that. And now I have horrible in Modesto. At my house, sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah. But I mean, the internet is just amazing.
You know what campers are screaming about in rejoicing about is the Skylink or the Starlink. And I guess you can turn it on and off so you don't have to pay a monthly fee.
You probably can put a pause. Because when we have the stuff at the cabin, you can pause your DirecTV, you could pause your the other horrible service, HughesNet.
I heard nothing good about that.
It's good if you like no service.
If you'd like to watch snow.
If you like slow, if you just need to get email real slow.
Yeah.
If you remember AOL,
dial up.
That's exactly what it's like without the noise.
That's not good.
Yeah. All right. That's all I have for today.
Damage.
I got to get to an event.
Yeah.
So make it a great day. And if you need anything, reach out. Otherwise, have a great weekend.
Make it a great weekend.
Yeah. Hopefully Bronco does well against Kansas City.
Oh, that'll be a fun game.
Well, I don't know I thought Raiders and Bronco game last week would be a fun game, and that was bad news bears on both sides.
One of the ugliest games.
It's like, who could not mess up the most will win this game.
And another flag.
All right. Make it a great day.